What is up, guys? Coach Cam back again with another video. This time is my pull focused full body style workout, starting off with chin ups. Here I added 2.5 pounds, so the weight is up to 72.5 pounds, and the reps was 6. Still trying to have control, especially on the negative portion of the rep. Just not to be jerking, swinging, kipping, or you moving the weight without muscular involvement, because at the end of the day, the goal is to fatigue your muscles. Next, we went into Meadows rows. I also added 2.5 pounds to this, so that made it 92.5. These felt kind of harder than last time, but I still got an extra rep or two compared to last time. Comment below if you've ever done Meadows rows, if you like Meadows rows or not. I liked them because of the single arm aspect. I added a bench for some support on the other arm. And I think what I'm not a fan of is the bent over part and kind of the twisting of my upper body a little bit of rotation. Not in a muscular way, but like I don't want to get hurt. I don't want to twist my back out or something like that. Other than that, it is a good exercise, and you can load it up heavy. And I like the curve of the weight as you pull it up. You just have to try it if you don't know what I'm talking about. Next here, single arm dumbbell curls, still with 40-pound dumbbells. I was able to add weight pretty fast using one arm. You'll notice here the form degrades pretty quickly. However, that's because if you have power block dumbbells, you know that the extra 2.5 to 5 pound weights are at the bottom of the dumbbell. So it makes the leverage really hard to finish a curl with that weight being the furthest from your joint. And, I lean back a little bit. I get a little extra out of that without, losing some tension on the biceps, but it's okay for me, I would say, just because it's the very end of the set. Also, it's still the same, if not a better angle than people who do dumbbell preacher curls on a preacher curl pad. So it's really not much different in terms of the angle of the upper arm than that. And it's still stimulus. So I still dropped to 30 pounds, kept going. I probably won't need to do that next time. Once the rep count is a little bit higher than like 5, I won't really need to do that anymore. But that was just my way of eking out, as much stimulus as I could in a short amount of time. So it's definitely an option for you guys. A quick drop set if you're finding that the weight was a little too heavy at the beginning, but if you use the lighter weight, it would have been too light. So you kind of just have to do a little bit of a mini set, extra set there. So on my right arm, I got an extra rep with the 40-pound weight. And then I got, I think, the same or maybe one less rep with the 30-pound weight. Obviously, because the arm would probably be tired by that point. But overall, try these out if you haven't before. I was really surprised how much more weight I could move with one arm compared to both at the same time. It just doesn't feel as hard, and you can focus way more on the target muscle that you are contracting. So, this is really challenging, and there's no way I would improve in reps in like a couple days, a day or two. People comment, "Oh, a small muscle group, you should be able to improve in like a couple days." No, not if you train this hard. Not if you train with real weight. You're not just pumping out reps, bouncing up and down. Like I'm contracting really challenging. So here is barbell Romanian deadlifts. And what's interesting about this is 305 pounds. So I added a little bit of weight, got 4 reps. What's interesting about this though is when I go to pull it the first time, I can't really pull it off the ground. And then I have to stop, reset, get my mind right, go again. And then I'm able to pull it off the ground and get multiple reps with it. So it just goes to show that sometimes things seem too heavy, but if you really focus, get your body, aware that you're about to pull something really, really heavy, then you'd be surprised you can do it. So here's barbell shrugs. Got to make sure to keep my elbows straight and not pull with the elbows, but just pull at the shoulder joint. This is 200 pounds, so it's getting to where the range of motion is kind of shorter. I can't really contract the traps that high, but I've just been adding weight each time. So, and the reps are like 13 reps, obviously, because if I added too much weight, I wouldn't be able to get any reps. But here is ring rows. I wanted a row to just hit the upper back really hard, and I feel like I haven't found that recently, so I went ahead, I just added in these ring rows at the end of the workout on a whim, basically, because I was like, hey, these muscles need to be attacked. I don't feel like they got attacked from what I already did. Probably because the chin-up grip, if I had a pronated pull-up grip, that probably would eliminate me feeling I needed to do these. But anyway, it's a good setup. I'll be able to consistently use the same height of the rings and the foot stop at the back. So similar weight, 165, 166, 5'7". Here down at the bottom, you can see my weights and reps and time of what I just did. So definitely going to try to get another rep on the RDL. And chin-ups, I might just try to add a 2.5 again, see what happens. Just getting a lot of mechanical stress with shorter time under load and shorter sets. So overall, it's been really good to reduce my fatigue. I've literally been able to train twice as often. Sounds kind of weird, but I mean, once a week is actually twice as often for me from what I was doing in the past. So go ahead, like, share, comment, and subscribe.